What up, y'all? How's it going? BenDeen here, back with another mukbang. It's been a while, so sorry about that. Anyway, I am going to eat this Taco Bell party pack. I think that's what it's called. The Taco Party Pack. Some coupons. I've never seen that right here. Some tissues, and then a bunch of tacos. Alright, so what I got is 3 soft Carnitas Supreme tacos, 3 soft chicken tacos, and 3 beef crunch tacos. So they didn't let me choose, and I'm not really sure which one is which. And it came out to a little bit under 20 bucks. So I just got this delivered, by the way. So I'm just gonna, open these up randomly and see what I get. All right. This looks like the Carnitas soft taco. I'm gonna take a bite. Mmm. I love Taco Bell. A lot of people hate on it, but I love it. Oh yeah, I also got the ingredients to make a Baja Blast. They don't have that in Korea, at least not that I've seen. So pretty simple. We got a Mountain Dew and a blue Powerade. You can use a Gatorade, I'm assuming. I actually never tried this though, so say about that much Mountain Dew. That's kind of cool, actually. It's like half and half, but you mix it up, you get that nice, like, kind of greenish color. Tastes like a Baja Blast. All right, let's get into another taco. I'm assuming they put 333, so I'm gonna go for this middle one next. Alright, so I think the first one I ate was actually the chicken taco. Now that I'm looking at this one, it didn't look like the chicken that I'm used to from Taco Bell. But anyway, this should be the Carnitas. Mm. A lot different flavor, I think. Mm. I like this one better, actually. The sour cream flavor and the meat. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like shredded or pulled pork, that kind of consistency. So, mm. Well, the Cubs just won the World Series, so that's crazy. I didn't think I would honestly see that in my lifetime. All right, here's the hard taco. The beef. Nothing unusual here. Mm. I'm just gonna make a mess in this video. I don't even care. But yeah, it's been a while. I haven't really been feeling it. I haven't been feeling my best lately. I'm so sorry about not posting a video in a while. Don't worry, it's nothing bad or anything, but I don't know. Ah, okay, so they do have it circled. They have 3 animals here on the pack. And so yeah, the chicken is circled. So this is the chicken for sure. I know I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately though. Even more than normal. Like hours. Past 2 days I probably watched like 24 hours of YouTube. This taco party pack, I've actually got it once while I was in Korea, and it reminded me of a funny story, which kind of one of those stories where you had to be there and have to know the situation. There's a little bit of a relation. So I was out with my friend Steve one night, Friday night or something, out in Hongdae, which is like a popular area for partying, drinking, eating, and stuff like that. And we took a round. We're bored, so we took a round. Nothing really going on, so we decided to go home. On the way home, right before we like got to, out of the area, we see this dude like drunk as hell, stumbling on the ground. He was like on the ground. I saw him fall, but I saw him like reaching up from the ground and like shouting at these two girls right in front of him, and try like, "Hey, what's up?" Like trying to hit on him, I guess. And I do a double take. He's like, man, tell my friend, like, man, this guy he's gone. And I take a double take, and it's like one of our friends, actually. We didn't know he was in the area at all. So we took him to Taco Bell and got him this taco party pack and made sure he was okay. Because that's pretty hardcore when you're trying to hit on girls from the ground. I've never seen that before. But that brought up a topic that I thought I could talk about in Korea, or in this video about Korea, which is dating, like dating in Korea. I thought I could talk about that a little bit. When it comes to meeting, like, a potential mate, I think that's a bit different as well. Yeah, sorry about this mess too. Like, usually I'm not this messy, but oh well. I'll definitely clean it up afterwards. But okay, so let's see. These days in Korea, alright, so dating applications are getting more popular. Like what's called Tinder. There's some that are specific to Korea, but I know some of my friends who are in Korea and are couples have met through these things that I've heard. But it is kind of like a newer thing for mostly the younger people. In Korea, there's also a thing where, like in the olden days, if you aren't married by age 30, especially if you're female, then it's like kind of a big no-no. Like you should, like 30 is that age where you should be married. But anyway, back in the day, a lot of it was based on like, I feel like something that they in Korea called sogeting, which is like basically blind dating. Basically, where like I have a friend or a couple of friends who don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, and then I set them up on a blind date. Oh no, honestly, I've never done either. The dating app or the blind dating thing. But yeah, if you ever come to Korea, you'll figure out that sogeting or blind dating is kind of a big deal, a big thing that a lot of people do. or just like friends of a friend, you know, that kind of thing in general. Because I feel like the thing is that in Korea, for the most part, let me try to wipe this off just a tad bit. So in Korea, usually like during the day at least, people, and even at night, people won't say hi to you on the streets walking by. Like, I realize this every time I go back to America. If you're out in public, standing in a line, for example, and you say, "Oh hey, how's it going?" They'll look at you like, "What is wrong with you? Like, why are you talking to me?" At least where I'm from, my hometown is like kind of a small town. So if you're in line, you just smile to somebody and say hi or whatever. Nah, not here. It's like if you say hi, even or if you even smile at somebody, they might like, what? Why is that dude smiling at me? You know? They might think something's wrong with you. So when it comes to like day to day life, it can be very kind of like conservative or private. I don't know a better word for it. People keep to themselves a lot, so like meeting somebody on the street at a coffee shop or something, I feel like that would be very difficult to do. I'm sure it happens, but not that I've ever heard of, not that I've ever seen. Stuff like I don't know how people meet in Korean dramas. Just like usually some kind of like crazy event happens. I've never seen anything like that. Usually it's really kind of boring. One time though, I did see some like Korean drama type, like one of those crazy like romantic things happen. So I was walking down this busy street, super busy street, probably like lunchtime, and there's this girl walking her dog. I think she has a broken arm or something, or she's broken leg or something, but she's walking her dog, and the dog gets off its chain or whatever, slips out of her hand, starts running toward this busy intersection. I'm thinking like I was just like seeing this all in front of me like 20 feet away, and I look over. There's these two dudes sitting there, just on the sidewalk or something, just posting up, you know, talking. And one of them sees the dog, probably like 5 feet in front of the street, this busy street, and he does this crazy dive. Like he literally dives. I saw it in slow motion, like a football player, like a goalie trying to block the ball. He was like full extension, dove, caught the dog before it got into the street, and I was like, man, this could be like a good connection. Like you could see this stuff in a drama maybe, but the girl, I think she probably said like thanks and just left. She wasn't even that appreciative. She was like, oh thanks, and just left. And the dude was like, yep, no problem. Usually you don't see that kind of stuff, and if that were me, man, I would try to take advantage of that if I was in the position to, but I don't know. Korean people, like, during the day, man, it's like, you're just in your own little world, I feel like. At night, though, night can be a whole nother story, especially with alcohol. See, Koreans are, like, opposites, I feel like. They're like werewolves, or vampires, in the day and the night. At least, the ones that I've seen, the ones that I hang around with, maybe. But, like, nah. If you go out, at night, especially to some bars, there's places called hunting bars where it's like literally guys and girls will go in like separately, like a group of guys will go in, a group of girls will go in, and the point of it is to like make connections, or at least one of the points. Another point is just to, I think that's the point of every guy who goes in there. Honestly, I think the reason a lot of girls go in there is to just see how many guys they'll get approached by, and maybe just make themselves feel better, because it's so crazy. I've been to a lot of these places. It's so crazy how much, way back in the day, of course. It's so crazy how many guys you'll see just go like hitting on girls nonstop. If you go to some of these places at night, any day of the week, they'll be packed with lines outside. And you'll see a couple girls sitting at a table, and two guys will just come up to them and start talking to them, or sit down and just start talking to them. I've seen this so many times. The girls say, "Oh no, like we don't want to talk to you guys. I'm gonna leave." And it's like there's a line. Like 2 seconds later, another dude or another couple guys will come up and start talking to him. And it's like, it's a really crazy thing, actually. Like, Korean dudes are probably the most aggressive. Like they attack. Like it's like attacking like an animal almost. Like, I think that might be something that you might not see on Korean dramas either, but I've seen all the time. And it's like at in the daytime when we're not drinking, when it's not night, obviously, it's like you wouldn't dare to go up to a girl and say anything. But when you're drinking, especially in one of these kind of places, you see it, like, it's crazy, honestly. In my experience, at least. So I guess that is another way how you could potentially meet, like, a potential mate. One taco left, and I'll finally be smart and use this as a plate now that I have some room. So I guess I didn't really talk about dating, the actual like relationship part, as much as I talked about how it is meeting a guy or a girl. Actually, maybe I'll save the dating part for another episode and just talk about, for this one, just talk about, meeting people of the opposite sex. Or the same sex. I'm not discriminating here, but in Korea, that's also one thing I could talk about as well, maybe at some point. I don't know anything about it, but homosexuality is a very taboo thing here, so you never see that. I don't think I've ever personally witnessed like openly gay people in Korea. Like 2 guys or 2 girls holding hands on the street or something. Or, well, let me take the fact. You do see that, actually. And you'll see like old men doing it, but it's more of a thing, just like friendship type of thing, from what I'm guessing. Can't be 100% sure, I guess, but I don't know. It's definitely different. Alright, guys, that's about it for this one. I think I've pretty much covered all the common ways that I know of on how people will meet like romantic partners here in Korea. Before I end this video, I want to say thank you to Stephanie for supporting me on Patreon. Shout out to Stephanie. And thank you guys all for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Let me try to scoot this operation back so you can see a little bit better. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. I don't know, man, the sun. And I asked her, does she have a boyfriend? And she was like, nah. I was like, does she want one? And she was like, of course she does. Like, well, okay, well, I didn't know that it was like a given like that. I was choked on that last one.